and welcome. Today we are making this Flip It card. This is the Royal Flip It. So we're going to be making this card. So the supplies that you're going to need is, I am using the TV to stamp set from the Stamps of Life. Then I'm using papers that came in the January card kit. So I'm using a piece of cardstock from the Happy Collection. Very cute and fun and bright pattern paper. I'm thinking, I didn't use this on my sample, but I think I'm going to add some of these epoxy stickers. This is the actual pattern paper that we'll be using. Then we're using a piece of the strawberry cardstock. And then I am using some of this green ribbon. So let's get started. Oh, and I'm also using, before I forget, the Royal Flip It die. So we're going to use the card base. Using the card base here. Then these two pieces are for your pattern paper. Then I'm going to use these dies and this one. Okay, so now we can get started. So we're going to go ahead and get all of our die cutting out of the way. I just realized I'm going to need some more white paper. Okay. So I'm bringing over my Big Shot. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up. Hopefully you won't see too much of the mess that's my craft room. Okay. So I have my magnetic platform here. I have one of my cutting boards. And let's see. No, that's not going to fit, so that can go in the trash. Let me see, do I have, I don't think I have enough of this paper on here. Okay, that goes on the floor too. Okay. So I'm just trying to get everything placed. Okay. I'm going to get my other cutting board. The cracking that you hear is normal. Okay, so you have this texture piece right here. This. And this. Now I do need to run one more. I think that's not enough space. I'm going to go ahead and do this one separately. Okay, so now we're going to do our card base. Now the cardstock I have cut to size just about. So I'm going to lay this down, and then this is the way that the die goes. But we want to skew this a little bit so it will go in smoothly. I just want to make sure that all of it is on a cutting pad. Okay, so it's slightly turned. The cracking is normal. Sorry for all the shaking. This, what I'm working on top of, is not stable. I want to get a real craft table one of these days. Okay, so here's our base. I'm going to just put this off to the side. And last but not least, we are going to die cut the panels. Okay, and once again, you do want to skew this. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna, as you can see, I just threw my trash all on the ground. So I'm just gonna move these pieces out of the way here. Okay, so for our card base here, you have, let me see if you can see. You have a score line right here and another score line right there. So you're going to fold this towards you. And then on the other score line, fold it away from you. Okay. So now we're just going to add some adhesive on our panels. Yeah, I got this really sticky adhesive here. Okay. And all I am doing is just lining this up. Because this is really sticky adhesive, I just want to make sure that this is, before it sticks down, so once it sticks, it's stuck. If that's exactly the way you want it. Okay. We'll put some adhesive down on our other piece here. And then you want to try to match up your lines. Okay. Okay. So now for some stamping, we're going to take this big white piece here and using the TVs to stamp, we're going to stamp this little starburst. And we're going to use some banana ink for this. My daughter here starburst and came running in the room. No, not the candy, just the shape. Okay, I got some good coverage there. Okay. There we go. And you can clean off. Now, the baby wipes I have some baby wipes that I purchased at my local grocery store, and it's their brand. So depending on the brand, you do want to be a little bit careful because you can get the fibers onto your stamp. So I just been dabbing it off so that way the fibers is not too bad on the stamp, or else you have to really like get in there and try to get them off like I do right now. Okay, we're going to do that later. So then we're going to take some strawberry ink and we're going to stamp Newsflash. And these both inks are Stephanie Bernard's brand. So this is the strawberry. Okay. Because if you remember, I said in my previous video that certain inks just work best for certain stamps. I have come to learn that. Okay. So now the last bit of stamping before we finish putting this card together is the sentiment, "You're a star." This would be great for your child, your grandchild, maybe a colleague at work that just got an award. And I have one of my coworkers, he's going on a detail. So this would be nice for him to let him know that he's a star. Okay. So hopefully, let me just zoom in on that so you guys can see that. Okay. So that's all of our stamping. So now we're going to finish putting this card together. So we're going to take our Newsflash and we're going to add this to the front and line it up. Okay. Then for the back, oopsie, sorry, hit into the camera. We're going to take our piece that's embossed here, or debossed actually. Let me make sure I'm doing this on the right side. Okay. I really need to get a table that's fitting to my height, because trying to stand up and do this really hurts the back. So we have that there. Okay, then we have the "You're a Star." Okay, very cute. So we're just going to You know, this adhesive it gets very hard to use. It gets very sticky. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up. Okay, so here's our card. So I'm going to top it off with some ribbon. Now I am not the best bow maker, so I'm not going to do a bow. So if I remember correctly, you want to do right over left. Let me cut this down. Okay, so right over left. Let's move this. And then left over right. But actually, I think it will look better if I go this way. Because I have learned, for some reason, my bows come out better when I go the opposite way. And no. So let's do it the way it's supposed to be. Right over left, then left over right. Bring this in. Hold on. It's so hard doing bows when you're on. It's like you're right over left and left over right. It's like pressure. There we go. Now I can do this 1, 2, 3 when I'm not filming. And we're gonna cut that down. Okay. So this is what we have so far. And so the last little bit of embellishing, I'm going to use some of the black epoxy stickers, because I think the blue will actually, it's so light that it will probably fade into the background. Let's see. Yeah, I think the black will stand out a little bit better. So I'm just going to use 3 of these small ones here. Okay. And so that's one right there. Let me just take a look. Okay. So there we go. Newsflash. You're a star. So thank you for joining me today, and I will have a link in the description bar to where you can purchase all of these products from The Stamps of Life, and come back soon for another video. Bye bye.